Alright, so real quick, I just want to go over yesterday's trade. It should have been real obvious that you should have been looking for a short. And once again, I didn't really trade this market because I didn't have any money to. So I kind of just woke up and I just kind of like looking at the chart like, I'm broke as fuck. I need to do something with my life. But yeah, so you could tell we took out these daily highs slash weekly highs slash monthly highs. So I mean, if that wasn't enough high to take out for you, then I don't know what it is, big dog. Alright, so we took out the monthly highs, alright, so that's first indication that we might have some, we took out sell side liquidity. So we come back over to the 4 hour. After taking those highs out, what do we get? Alright, we took those highs out, right? We took all these highs out. Now we have internal highs that we need to take out. So we did not take out this high, but we took out that high on NQ. And on top of that, we have this big weekly gap right here that we know we're going to want to rebalance of somewhere form. We're going to want to draw down here. So the first sign of reversal that I should have took more serious, look at these dojis as well. These are down close. These are showing the pressure selling down. Yo, and this is a bearish SMT. So when you see a bearish SMT fall in line with structure, yo, don't ignore this shit, alright? Better off just not trading it, yo. Because did you see any strong bullish structure? Not really. Now look at the ranges. Now we took out this, that, and the third. We did take out PM session. Now for this right here on the hourly. Alright, boom. OTE. We weren't bearish on the daily, but over here on the hourly, we weren't bearish on the hourly, but over here on the hourly we were bearish. Alright, and we had an SMT. So by 9 o'clock we know that we closed bearish on NQ. And over here we didn't close bearish on the 1 hour on ES, but we have this SMT, so the SMT should be all we really need. So then with the SMT we look for a 5-minute breaker structure that's in correspondence with the 1 hour bearish draw on liquidity. Alright. Just pay attention to the SMT, man. That shit can tell you a lot. Or just don't. Now, where were we with the SMT? We were right here with the SMT. Now, you may have saw this 5-minute breaker structure and thought, oh, we're long. And if you would have just took out the external range, you would have actually have been fine. Actually, you would have. What time is this? 9:25. This is 9:30. So 9:30 we did back in here. So honestly, you could have got a 1-to-1 on this move long, but it's because the bias was bullish and that was a 5-minute breaker structure. And but you're not paying attention. Is the structure really bullish if we have a bearish SMT and we broke to the downside? So yeah, you could have scraped this like little 1 to something, whatever. I don't know why this is glitching and doing all this nonsense. It's actually very much pissing me off, you know, because I'm just trying to do my normal shit, you know. Should be working, not doing all this bullshit. But you know, I'm gonna keep my peace. Ain't nothing gonna take my peace from me. Just gonna move the stop loss there. It's gonna continue on. Edit project order. At a level. Why it's continuing to move like this, I don't know. It's pissing me the fuck off, yo. But regardless, minus the bullshit, which you should be fucking paying attention to, because I'm not dealing with none of this bullshit that's gonna piss me off. When we got this breaker structure, bearish, right here on the 5-minute, that could have been your move. And then you know with the SMT, with the weekly open gap, where your draw could have been, alright? So let's say you enter at this fair value gap, right? Short. Alright, boom. Let's put our stop loss over these highs. Alright, let's put our first take profit right here. 1-to-1. Then let's add a level. So we add this level. Let's just hit confirm. Just so this shit doesn't start moving around all fucking weird and freaky. Now we got this Asia ring to take out. Then we can take out this Asia ring. That would have been a good move, little whatever to whatever. And also we have from this range right here, we have, let's take out a low in equilibrium. Well, there's a low right here, and that's probably going to be close to the 100s. So you really could have aimed all the way to the hundreds if you really wanted to be greedy, or if you just wanted to get some money. I would have just took it to the external range. The external range is fine, and or left the runner to those hundreds, or trailed my stop loss up. So 35 times 2, that's 70. 37, let's just say 37.50, because we're adding in some money for the commission, plus 88.75. It's 126 divided by 70. That's divided by 70, that's a 1.8. A 1.8 is cool with me, yo. So yeah, 1.8s are fine, yo. Just to the external range, you know that's more likely guaranteed, and this is real money you're playing with. So yeah, just pay attention to the bearish SMT. That's all this video was about. When you see a bearish SMT, take into consideration, and then you got to pay attention. All right, we got an hourly shift structure right here, and we have a bearish SMT over here. Just either don't place the trade. This first one long was like within like the first that's 9:30 that happened. So that's 9:30. We didn't even get any structure. Let it form some structure, yo. So if you would have let the structure form, boom. If not, you could have took it to the external range. Don't try to get more than what you can, though. Pay attention to the SMTs. That's very important. If you don't pay attention to your SMTs, then what are you doing? And don't just have an SMT show up and then you just not take it serious. On top of that, that's basically it. Yeah, we inverse some gaps over here, but nothing else. Besides that, it's fine. Pay attention to your bearish SMT, especially on the 4 hour. Only let a solid setup come to you. Quit playing. Besides that, we come into the 5 minute just to get a better glance. Put this at 35. Where it's supposed to be. 635. The hundreds down here would have got met, honestly. But here's the thing, that's an SMT, and you know that there's a weekly gap to be filled. So really, your punk ass could have just been like, I'm gonna leave this for my one trade of the week, and I'm gonna hold it so we can take out this weekly draw. That would have been some fat money right there, bro. That's why you really gotta pay attention to the SMT, bro. Because that could have been your one trade for the week, and you're done. You're done right there. I'm good. That's all I needed for the week. Alright, boom. Shakalaka. Here we are. Get some money up. Get your funny up, bro. Quit hanging out with people who are not on your level, too. Quit acting like you can get people on your level. And just because you can do so much shit for someone to put them on the next level, you should be doing that shit for yourself. So continue to focus on your trading, focus on your content and nothing else. And God, of course, first before all of that.